how exciting it is when I saw the announcement come through about the ribbon cutting and had a chance to really kind of follow the story of the move and getting here to this point in time. This is a new era for the papers, and I really applaud the work that's been done here. I've known Wally Funk for a long time, and he's the kind of grandfather of where you go.
Yeah, he went into the
He is. And I just really think this is a wonderful merging of our island together in a way that I think will be productive for everybody and exciting for those of us that depend upon the news that comes from this organization. Good on you. Thanks.
I'm Helen Price Johnson. I'm the Island County Commissioner that got dubbed to say a couple of words, and I just want to thank all of you for being here, and congratulations. What a great way to help diminish the Mason-Dixon line that I like to talk about. We really have so much more in common across Whidbey Island shores and between our communities than we do that separates us, and this is a great embodiment of that. So congratulations and best of luck in your new digs.
Thank you so much.
The Vice President of the Central Whidbey Chamber of Commerce, and on behalf of the Chamber, it's an absolute pleasure to have you in Central Whidbey. They've been a member of our Chamber for some time, but it's great to have you reside right here. It's always good to see a new business come to town, and we're delighted to have the Whidbey News-Times as our newest business. So
thank you, Tom.
Thank you very much.
It's exciting because I still love the newspaper business as if I love my life. And to be here today, and so many of you, you're people I've known. I left here 20 years ago, and someone said I didn't even realize today you were gone. But yeah, I just want you to know that this is it's a great day. And I have, like Jim Larson, you're looking at me, and yes, I am going to remember you. You're say something once. But Jim was one of the early people I hired too back in the days, and
we all make mistakes.
Anyway, great day, great moment, and this business still is my heart, my life, my soul.
Well, I really want to welcome everybody. Thank you so much for coming, and all of our elected officials who are here. I appreciate you being here. Bart Bailey, thank you so much for your kind words, and Helen Price Johnson and Tom Tack. And we have Angie Hamola here, and we have Sheriff Mark Brown here. And any other elected officials?
Coroner's here.
Robert Mitchell's here.
Yeah, he was here. He had to take care of business, probably.
Hi, Rob. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. I'm really glad to have everybody here, and I especially want to thank the Chamber of Commerce for everything that they do for us. Jill and Linda, thanks so much for putting this on for us. It means a great deal to me. I want to introduce Lori Maxim. Lori is the Vice President of Sound Publishing and my boss, and so I'm really glad to have her here with us today because, you know, it was her, she's the one who gave us the green light to come, and so thank you, Lori. It's great. And I want to thank Mayor Connor for welcoming us here, and I also want to thank Ted Clifton, the best landlord ever. It's so nice to have a landlord. I could just call you when the heat doesn't work. And I want to thank Kevin Tinker from Action Signs for doing all of our signage. And I want to thank Keith Ross, he's the director of the IT department for Sound Publishing, and he resides here in our office. And he put on the wonderful video display of all the photos that you saw on our TV up there. Those are photos rotating that you may have seen either in the News-Times or the South Whidbey Record. And so thanks, Keith, for doing that for us and everything else you do for us. I want to thank Nick Bainbridge. We didn't know where we were going to put our bound editions. It was the one thing that I was so worried about. And Nick Bainbridge built us some special cabinets just for our bound editions so they have a nice, safe place to be. I want to thank the Bailey for catering our VIP reception, and I want to thank Miriam's for catering our after hours, and I want to thank Nancy Sanders has just been, where are you, Nancy? Where'd you go? Nancy Sanders, thank you so much. I mean, this woman just worked her tail off in helping us get our office ready, and she framed and reproduced all of these beautiful front pages of the first editions of all the newspapers under all the titles that we have. It's a perfect tie-in, by the way. If you didn't get a chance to go to the Island County Museum last night, they had their grand opening for their new exhibit. I encourage everybody to go. It's called Industrious Islanders, and they have an exhibit there on the history of newspapers. And Nancy was really helpful in framing and reproducing old copies of the first edition of each title of the newspapers. The Whidbey News-Times, basically in sound publishing, this is really where we got our start. Sound publishing, the Whidbey News-Times and the South Whidbey Record are the first newspapers that formed the corporation Sound Publishing. And we are the offspring of the Island County Times, which was born here in Coupeville. So it's sort of like a homecoming for us as well. And so I want to thank everybody for helping us out with that. I want to thank my staff, because this move was a lot of work on my staff. We still had to get newspapers out, but we had to unpack boxes, and literally today I was called all kinds of names. By all of my staff, because I was like, move your cars out there, let our guests park here, put that flower somewhere else, there's too many plants on the counter. I've been driving my staff crazy. I wanted to have a nice place for you to come visit. It's been hectic, but my staff is awesome. And one of the things with all the heavy lifting that we've had to do too, I've got a lot of men working for us now, and I've got Jim Larson, who's a big guy, big strapping guy, and I got Brian Kelly, my editor of the Record, and a bunch of other guys in my newsroom. But I went to Jim Larson, and Keith Ross, young, strong guy in IT. Both Jim, on separate occasions. I went to Jim, and on a different occasion I went to Keith and asked them to help us move some heavy equipment, and they said, both of them said the exact same thing. Get real men. Go get Connie and Lynette. So special thanks to Connie and Lynette for your muscle. And thanks to all of you, the community, who create the news, who read our news, and who provide me with the most wonderful job in the world. I couldn't be happier. So thanks, everybody.
Just to give us a
Well, I've
little.
lived 88 years, and that's a bit of history.
Yeah.
When I get towards 90, I wonder what's next, but
100.
100, yeah.
100. And so how many years did you have this paper?
Well, we had this paper for 25 years. I had a partner, John Weber. We came here in 1964 and stayed here until 1969. No, 1989 until we sold out to quote the Black Empire. And,
Okay.
then I moved back to my hometown in Anacortes, Washington.
Okay.
But before then, I graduated from the University of Washington. I spent 8 months of one part of my life in Europe.
And that's probably somebody you know.
I know these people.
You
are
know
so nice to me.
everybody. I know. All right. Well.